is Zachariah Toland. I go to the Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, and I'm a junior there, and I'm also a captain on the varsity football team. I play defense and offense, and wherever the coach needs me, really. So I was first introduced to Fields of Faith through Coach T, actually. I've been ministering since 2017 at my own church. I actually got my ministerial license in 2018, so I've been ministering for a minute. But as I got to high school, when you get to high school, you start to lose yourself a little bit, and I felt like that's what was happening with me. Uh, when I was a freshman, I made varsity, so I felt like I had to try my best to fit into that whole high school crowd. I had to try to find my place in high school. I had to try to find my place and where I belonged in school. So as the years went on, I would just I remember this one thing someone from my middle school told me was, Zach, you're almost unrecognizable. And that really pricked my soul a lot. And it gave me a lot of conviction into where I felt like that I was compromising my own soul because of the outside world. So once Coach T, going into junior year, Coach T introduced me to this organization, Fields of Faith. I'm like, what is that? So, we were having Bible study, and, I would go at first, I would go to Bible study with my parents. So of course, I've been to Bible study before, but then one night he asked me to lead it, and I was like, well, hold up. Now I've preached before. I've preached the word before in my own church. I've had trial sermons and everything to get my ministerial license. But when I had the task of becoming the huddle leader for FCA, and I really had to make sure that I was right so that I wouldn't, my own words, my own diction couldn't compromise anyone else who's trying God. Amen. Because as Christians, our job is to spread the word so that we can all go to heaven's gates, and so God can say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So, because I don't know about y'all, but I want to see some familiar faces when I get to heaven. Amen. So, as I, started going into this Bible study on Wednesday nights, I had to prepare myself. And it was like, that Saturday before that Sunday morning, preparing yourself, getting your word together, getting your notes together. And I can't thank Coach T enough for giving me that opportunity as well. And, Sister Kathy, all of you guys for giving me that opportunity as well, because once I took up that charge, I had to charge myself to that position. I had to charge myself to that, place that I held, that platform, because who am I to, be out here, in the hallway, you see me, cursing and stuff, or, saying bad things or doing bad stuff in school when I'm supposed to be the huddle leader. So this whole FCA experience really made me get closer to God as a whole. Yes, I'm a minister. Yes, I'm in the church, but I was not acting the way that I should have. And I was not acting the way that God intended me to be. So I just, this whole FCA huddle thing really, really changed me as a person, and really changed my outlook on who God is himself. Because when I found out, about a bunch of stuff going on, and a bunch of my friends were going through stuff, I'll invite them to the huddle, and they were able to participate. And that's why I really love FCA, this FCA huddle organization, because it's not just Bible study. It's not just a talk. It's not just for cliche. It is a reach. It's an outreach to not just Christians, people who may have strayed from God, but people who want to know God. And that is the most humble thing that I can think of. And that's why I love this program so much. And I encourage anyone else to join or love this program as much as me, because when you really understand what God intends for you to do in life, and when you really take up that charge, it's nothing else. No one else can come against what God has for you. No one else can shake away what God has intended for you, because this program has helped me develop unshakable faith. unshakable faith. And, despite what anybody else says, no one can come against my blessings. And that's what I really appreciate about this organization, for helping me realize that and helping me get back right with God. Amen. So yes, I love FCA, and I thank everybody else, and I thank Coach T for inviting me here to be a part of it, and I don't plan on leaving it either. So yes, that's my experience with FCA. Thank you.